Hello. Okay. Let's see. Does it say when people have joined? Hi. Now I'm seeing how this works. I've never done this before. Okay, there's 2 people. All right, so today we're going to be doing, actually I'll stay up here since I'm kind of far. Today we're going to be doing a slow vinyasa class. So while other people start coming in, I'm just going to explain how it works. So a vinyasa is a set of movement, plank to low plank to upward facing dog, back to downward facing dog. So I'll show that on the mat in a second. I just want to explain that. So in this class, you can do them or you cannot do them, whichever you prefer. And also listen to your body as much, because I might be saying something, but your body might not physically be able to do it, or just in the moment, it's not available to you, and that's okay. So just listen to your own body, honor your own body, and we can begin. So to get started, we're going to come down to a comfortable seat on our mats. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel. I have a yoga block that I will be using throughout the video. Yoga blocks are not cheating, like they're actually really important and they're really helpful for getting you into the proper alignment of the poses. So if you have one, great. If you don't, that's fine. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention is that in this practice, a lot of people think that yoga is all about the physical poses, the asanas, which is what they're called in Sanskrit. And it's not necessarily just about that. It's a lot about unifying the breath with the movement. So if you're just doing the poses, that's a great thing for your physical body, but it's not really bringing that mind-body connection together. So that's where focusing on the breath is really important. That being said, if you've never practiced yoga before, some of these poses could be challenging to you, and some of them may not even be available to you depending on the physicality of your body. So based on that, don't feel discouraged if you can't do something, and don't get caught up if you're thinking, I can't focus on my breath and I can't do the pose and I can't do this and I can't do that. That's fine. Do what you can do and move on from that. Totally fine. Okay, so to start out, like I said, we're going to come to a comfortable seat, and we're going to, if you want to, close your eyes, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, trying to create space in your chest, opening your heart forward. Breathing out. Breathing in again, trying to maintain a straight spine. Lifting up through the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhaling. Breathing in, dropping the shoulders down, relaxing them. And exhaling. And in this pose, we really want to try to reduce any kind of tension that we're holding on to. So if you feel any tension, just acknowledge it and try to soften out. Again, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And on an inhale, if your eyes are closed, slowly flutter them open, coming back into the space. Exhaling out. On an inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale, bend to your right. Breathing in, gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing out. Breathing in, chest is up towards the ceiling as well. Breathing out. Breathing in, crown of the head rotating up towards the ceiling. Breathing out. On an inhale, coming back to center, arms still lifted. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Bending through your side body. Inhale, gazing upwards. Exhale. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale, feeling the stretch in your side body. Exhaling. And inhaling. Coming back to center, arms lift up. Inhale. And exhale, twisting to your right, bringing your left hand to your right knee and bringing your right hand back behind your glutes, and then gazing over your right shoulder. This is a seated twist, and just trying to gradually turn your head. And you don't want to do it too much at once. Like I said, it wants to be gradual. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, lifting up through the chest, not collapsing down. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Breathing in, maybe twist a little bit more. Exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Last inhale in. Last exhale out. Inhaling, coming back to center, arms reach up. And exhaling, twisting to the left. So bringing your right hand down to your left knee, and your left hand comes behind your left glute. Again, twisting to the left. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, keeping the chest lifted. And exhaling. Inhaling, try not to grip through the fingers on your knee. Exhale. Inhale, maybe twist a little bit further if it's available. Exhaling. Inhale in. Exhaling out. Last inhale. And exhaling, coming back to center. Arms reach up, inhale. Gaze up at the ceiling. And exhale, bringing the palms down to the mat. All right, so now we are going to come into our child's pose. So to do this, you're going to come onto your mat, coming into a tabletop position. Then you're going to take your knees out as wide as your mat. Big toes come to touch, and you're going to bring your sits bones on top of your heels. And then you're going to reach your arms as forward as you can with your palms on the mat, bringing your forehead to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, melting our heart towards the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Clawing through the fingertips, lifting them off the mat so that your knuckles lift. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, maybe lifting the elbows off the mat, just for a little bit of a challenge, or keep them planted. Inhaling in, exhaling. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, side out. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, side out. Then inhale through the nose, hold, and exhale through the nose. For your breathing with yoga, it's best to do it at a slower pace, so a bit of a deep breath, but that's not necessarily always possible. But this breathing that we're doing right now will carry you through your practice. So just trying to be mindful of keeping up with it while doing the other poses. Breathing in and breathing out, maybe reaching a little forward, a little more towards the front of your mat. Breathing in and breathing out. And on an inhale, we're going to come up into tabletop position. So we're going to make sure that our wrists are stacked under our shoulders and our knees are stacked underneath our hips. And we're going to come onto the tops of our feet so they're planting on the floor. So now we're just going to inhale in, exhale, just get used to this posture. We're going to have a neutral spine, so we're not arching it or rounding it. It's just neutral right now. Gaze is at the mat, downwards. Breathing in, breathing out. Then breathing in, bringing the gaze up, tailbone lifts up, butt towards the sky. Exhaling, drawing the chin into the chest, rounding the spine. Navel draws in. Alternating between these movements by inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rounding in. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. Inhale, up. Exhale, looking inwards. Inhale, looking up. Exhaling, rounding in. And on an inhale, coming back into tabletop to a neutral position. And we're going to do a little bit to warm up the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend our right leg back parallel to the ground, toes pointed down. And we're going to inhale our left arm out in front, and our fingers are pointing towards the top of our mat. They're very engaged and spread. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out, clawing through the fingertips and really planting into your back foot. Breathing in and breathing out. On an inhale, draw the elbow to the knee, bringing it in towards the core, engaging your core. Exhale, opening up. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, open up. Inhale, draw it in and hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, open up. And inhale and exhale, planting the palm and the knee and the leg back on the mat. Coming back into tabletop. So then we're going to take it on the left side. So we're going to inhale the left leg into back of us, and the toes are going to be flexed. The foot is flexed. The toes are pointed at the mat, and your right arm extends forward, Fingertips are spread and very much alive. Inhaling in, exhaling, inhaling in, exhaling, inhale in, maybe feeling the shaking in your body. Exhale. Inhale, clawing through the fingers. Exhale. Inhale, drawing the elbow to the knee, coming into the spine or into your core. Exhale, opening up. Inhale, elbow and knee draw in. Exhaling, open up. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, open up. Inhaling, drawing in and holding it for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling, open up. Inhale and exhale, planting the palm and knee in your leg down back on the mat. Coming into tabletop once again. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to do what I like to call thread the needle. So to start out with this, we're going to begin by inhaling and lifting up the right arm to the sky. And then exhaling, bringing it back to the mat. We're going to do this on the left side, so inhaling up, arm lifts up to the sky, gaze at the sky. Exhale, palm returns to the mat. Then we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. Inhale again, and exhale, drawing your right arm in through your left, bringing your right shoulder down to the mat. And your cheek can come and rest on the mat too. It's the most comfortable. And just lifting your hips up towards the sky, relaxing here, stretching through the shoulder, through the side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, maybe taking the arm behind you, opening up through the chest into a half bind. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you have a half bind, return your palm to the mat. And then inhale, lifting up through the palm, coming back into tabletop position. And you're going to inhale the left arm up to the sky, reaching up, gaze up. Exhale, threading the left arm through the right, coming onto the right shoulder, lifting up through the hips. Bringing your cheek to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, maybe taking a half bind. And breathing out. If you're taking a half bind and you took one before, maybe take notice of how it feels different on this side. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And on your next inhale, if your palm is not on the mat, please return it. Exhaling. And inhale, pressing into the palm, coming back into tabletop position. So then what we're going to do is we're coming into tabletop, and you can take any motions that feel nice to you, to your body right now in this. So some things that I like to do are circular motions, going back and forwards, stretching out the wrists, getting them limbered up. And then you can go the opposite direction, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, clawing through the fingertips, and breathing out. Also some gentle swaying side to side. You can look right, bring your hips to the right, breathing in. Exhaling, look left, hips to the left. Inhale, hips to the right, gaze right. Inhale, gaze left, hips left. Then if you're doing any movements and you're not in tabletop, come back into tabletop position. And we're going to come into downward facing dog. So to do this, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips towards the ceiling, straightening in the legs, planting the palms, curling through the fingertips, and pressing our chest back towards our thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe softening in the knees or bending as much as necessary. Breathing in, breathing out, taking the heels mat. And in this pose, the heels can be on the mat or they can be lifted off. It doesn't matter. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Gazing between the knees. Maybe walking your dog, bending into each knee and straightening the other leg. So breathing in, bend, straighten. Breathe out, bend and straighten. Breathe in, bend and straighten. Breathe out, bend and straighten. So breathing in and breathing out, alternating through these movements. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, if moving, come into stillness. Breathing out. Breathing in, look to the top of the mat and step or jump forward, coming into a forward fold. So for the forward fold, we're going to want to separate our feet 2 fist widths apart. And for the fold, you're going to be hinging from the hips. And you can bend as much as you need to in your legs. So we're going to bend forwards, grabbing opposite elbows to create a box around our head. And maybe swaying gently side to side with our breath. Remembering to breathe. Breathing in and breathing out, and releasing the palms down to the mat. On an inhale, rising up into extended mountain pose. So bringing the arms up overhead, palms are facing each other. Pinky fingers rotating in and heel toeing our feet together so that the toes are touching, our thighs are touching. Breathing in, looking up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling, planting the palms and coming into high plank. So this is where the vinyasas start if you want to downward facing dog, or you can take a break and take child's pose, which is the pose we began with. So for your vinyasa, you're going to crawl up. You're going to claw through the fingertips and exhale into the low plank. Inhaling up into upward facing dog, making sure that the shoulders are stacked underneath the wrists. You can lift up through the knees or keep them on the ground. It's more of a cobra. And to lift up, then you would put more pressure into the tops of your feet. So for this pose, you gaze upwards or forward, depending on how your neck is. And then exhaling back to downward facing dog. So for that sequence, I just did it a bit slower than we usually would, just to show exactly how it works. But next time we will do it quicker. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, bringing the heels closer to the mat. Breathing out. Breathing in, walking or jumping to the top of your mat, coming into another forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling up into extended mountain pose, heel toeing the feet together, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, stepping back to high plank. Still exhaling to low plank. Inhaling through up to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here, catching your breath. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. On an inhale, lifting the right leg up to the ceiling and bringing it in between the palms at the front of your mat, coming into Warrior One. So for Warrior One, you're going to bring your arms up ahead of you. Palms are facing each other, pinky fingers rotate in. You're gonna have a 90-degree angle in your front leg and a 45-degree angle on your back foot. And you're going to want to square your hips towards the front of your mat. So breathing in and breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out, shifting your weight into the back foot, the outer edge of your back foot. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing the shoulders once again. Breathing in, gazing up, exhaling, coming to Warrior Two. So for Warrior Two, you're going to want to bring your palms face down. Your fingers are going to be spread out, and your gaze is going to be over your middle finger in front of you. And you're going to be drawing your shoulder blades together. You want to maintain a 90-degree angle in your front leg and still maintain the 45-degree angle in your back foot. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, flipping the palm, and exhaling, bringing it back. Bring the arm overhead. Take your left hand down your back leg, gazing up towards the ceiling, kind of like you're going to sniff your armpit, sort of. Breathing in, remembering to keep that 90-degree angle. And breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, coming back into Warrior Two. Then breathing in, inching forward and bringing the right forearm down to the right thigh. And then opening up through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together, drawing the shoulder away from your ear. So you can stay here in side angle, or you can bring your hand up to the sky. This is the first plan A. Plan B would be bringing your arm over your head. Your fingers are pointing towards the front of your mat. Your gaze is up. And then there's also an option to bind or half bind. So binding, you just bring your left arm behind you And open up through the chest, looking up. And a full bind would be if you're coming down and you're grabbing your hand from behind. It's a little challenging, so I'm going to come back to half bind. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, making sure that you're not collapsing into your leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, if you're in a half bind, coming back to extended side angle. And breathing out, coming back up to warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhaling in, exhaling, bringing the palms down to the mat. Stepping back to high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So in down dog, take a few breaths. Get your breath back and steady if you've lost it. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. On an inhale, lifting up through the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, drawing that right foot in between your palms, coming into warrior one. So plant the foot down at your 45-degree angle. Bring the 90-degree angle in your front leg. Square your hips to the front of your mat. And bring your arms up to the sky. Gaze can be forward or it can be up at the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out. Rotating the pinky fingers in if they're not. Breathing in and breathing out. And inhaling and exhaling, opening up to warrior two on the left side. So for this, it's going to be exactly the same as it was on the right side. You're going to want to have your 90-degree angle in the front leg and a 45-degree angle on your back foot. And your shoulder blades are going to draw together. Your palms will be facing down. And your gaze will be over your left middle finger. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the energy through the fingers and the hands. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe they're shaking a little bit. That's okay. Mine are. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, flipping the palm up towards the ceiling. And bring that arm up and back. Your right hand goes down your left leg, or your right leg, rather. Looking up at the ceiling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, maintaining that 90-degree angle on the front leg. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, returning to warrior two. From warrior two, we're going to hinge forward, coming into extended side angle on the left. So maintaining that 90-degree angle in the front leg and the 45-degree angle on the back foot, we're going to bring our left forearm down onto our left thigh. And we're going to open up our chest to the sky, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. You can bring your hands to your hip, or you can have them reaching up towards the sky, fingers spread, or bringing the arm overhead, fingertips pointed towards the front of the mat, gaze up, breathing in, breathing out, Breathing in, maybe taking a half bind, opening the chest up. If you're trying to do a half bind and your chest is not opening and you're caving in, just come back to extended side angle or bring the arm up. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, returning to side angle if you're in a different variation. Breathing out. Breathing in, rising back up to warrior two. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Bringing the palms down to the mat to frame your foot. Stepping back to high plank. Tipping lower to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here and just being in the present moment. On an inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up and step it in between the palms at the front of the mat, coming in to warrior two. So for warrior two, again, you're going to have the 90-degree angle on the front leg and 45-degree angle on the back foot. And the shoulder blades are drawing together, palms facing down, gaze is over the right middle finger. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, straightening through the front leg, setting up for triangle pose. So for this pose, it's really great if you have a block to use it if you have trouble reaching the floor. If not, you can just put your hand onto your shin. So coming from warrior two, we're going to inch forward and then either bringing, I'll move the block for this, either bringing your hand to the shin and opening up so that your shoulders are stacked, gaze up, or an alternative if you have a block, bringing that palm to the block and opening up. Gaze up at the ceiling, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, spreading through the fingertips, and breathing out. Breathing in, zipping up through the core. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And on an inhale, coming back up into warrior two. Then on an exhale, we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So for this, you're going to want your big toes to be slightly coming in towards the center line. So have your heels out more. And for this, you can either clasp your palms together or you can come to reverse prayer arms. And we're going to bring them behind our back, drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, inching forward, coming into the forward bend. Rinsing out through the shoulders. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling in, exhaling out. If you're clasping your hands together, trying to draw your hands together further. If not, that's okay. They don't have to be directly together. They can be separated. Just trying to work towards it. Inhale in, exhale, holding more. Inhaling, bringing the hands to the hips. And inhaling up to standing. So next we're going to point our right foot towards the top of our mat. And we're going to step our back foot up towards the right foot about 2 feet apart. And for this, we're going to come to reverse prayer. So our hands are going to look like this. So coming into reverse prayer, we're going to inhale, gazing up, and exhale, folding forward, coming to a flat back. So shoulder blades are drawing together. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, exhaling, folding deeper, coming out of the flat back, drawing the nose towards the knee. Breathing in, breathing out, releasing the hands down if you want. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, rising back up. Okay, now we're going to come into reverse triangle. So for this pose, you can either keep your feet how they are, or if you're a little less flexible like me, you can step your foot back a little bit more. So for reverse triangle, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale the right arm up, or no, actually, I think it's the left arm up, and then, yeah, wait, no, it's definitely, sorry. You're going to inhale the left arm up, and then exhaling, dropping your block or your hand to the mat. And you're gonna bring your right hand up to the sky. Gazes up at the sky. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling back up. If you have a block, putting it to the side. On an inhale, we're going to step the back foot up to coming into mountain pose. So our feet are going to be together. Breathing in, bringing our palms to heart center. Breathing out, dropping the shoulders. Breathing in, drawing in through the belly button and up to engage the core. Breathing in, loosening up the toes if they're gripping the mat. Exhaling. Breathing in, coming to extended mountain pose, bringing the arms up and overhead, gaze up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from down dog, we're going to inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, and bring the left foot in between the palms at the front of the mat, coming in to warrior two. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, straightening the front leg, coming into triangle pose. So if you want to use a block, you can use one. If not, you can put your hand down on your shin or to your foot, however flexible you are, however makes it work for you. So from warrior two, our arms at warrior two, we're going to hinge forward, dropping the left hand down to a block or to the shin or to the knee. And inhale the right arm up, gaze up, breathing in, breathing out, your tips spreading apart, breathing in, breathing out, trying to stack the shoulders underneath one another, breathing in, and breathing out, breathing in, coming back into warrior two, and then breathing out, moving the block if you have one. If not, just staying in warrior two. All right, then on an inhale, we're going to come into our forward fold again. So again, you're going to have your big toes pointed in towards the midline. And for this one, instead of doing a clasp hand, we're going to do reverse prayer. So for this, I'm going to step back because otherwise I'm going to hit the railing. So you're going to inhale up, gaze up, exhale, inching forward, coming into a forward fold. Okay. Breathing in and breathing out, and releasing the arms down to the mat or whatever you're practicing on. Walking the hands in to the center. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, walk the right palm underneath your shoulder. And inhale, raising the left arm up to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhaling, left palm to the mat. Inhaling, left arm up to the sky. Gaze up at the sky. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Exhaling out. Inhale up. Exhaling out. Coming back to the mat. Inhaling the hands to the hips. And inhaling, coming up. Just so from our forward fold stance, we're going to bring the left foot, the toes pointed towards the top of the mat. We're going to take our back foot about 2 feet in between the front foot and the back foot. And we're going to do a reverse prayer again for this one, same as the other side. So you're going to inhale, gaze up, exhale, hinging forward, coming to a flat back. Inhale and exhale, drawing the knee to the nose. Or more like the nose to the knee, but you know what I mean. Inhale in. Exhale out. Maybe releasing the hands to the mat, drawing closer to the knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, coming back to standing. All right, so now we're going to take this reverse triangle on this side. So again, if you want to step your foot back a little bit or keep it where it is, we're going to, with a block if you have one, if not, just try your best to reach towards the floor. Inhaling the right arm up and exhaling the block coming into reverse triangle, opening up through the left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, spreading the fingers apart. Exhaling. Inhaling, gaze up. Exhaling, release. So if you have a block, moving that out of the way. Inhaling the back foot to heart center. Exhaling out. Breathing in, coming to extended mountain pose. Breathing out, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, planting the palms, stepping back to high plank. Coming down to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting up to extended mountain pose. Exhaling, coming to Tadasana or mountain pose. So for these poses, I'm going to face you. This is the bouncing, some of the bouncing poses that are done in yoga. Okay, so our first pose is going to be eagle pose. So for this pose, the arms are a little challenging for some people. So what you would do is you would take your right arm and put it underneath the left, and you would bring your palms together. Let me come closer so that you can see better. So you would have your elbows would be in line with your shoulders and be kind of like a 90-degree angle. So you can do this, or if you cannot do this, you can do this variation, or you can hug yourself, whichever you want to do. So that's the arms. So what we're going to do is we're going to start standing, pick whichever arm variation, either right under left or one of the other ones that I just showed you. Breathing in and breathing out, bringing the weight into the left leg, bringing the right leg to wrap around it, flexing through the foot or wrapping through the leg, squeezing the thighs together, breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down, breathing in, breathing out, maybe going a little bit deeper, breathing in, breathing out, release. So that was on the right side. Now we're going to take it into the left side. So for this, we're going to start by shifting our weight into our right standing leg. We're going to take another arm variation, whichever you want to do. And for this side, instead of doing right under left, we would go left under right. So bringing that weight into the right leg, we're going to take the left leg over the right knee, or the right thigh, squeezing together, breathing in, breathing out, flexing through the foot, engaging it. Breathe in, breathe out, relaxing the shoulders down. Breathe in, breathe out, making sure that the elbows are at the same height as our shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out, maybe sinking a little bit lower. Breathing in, breathing out, and release. Okay. So the next pose that we're going to do is one that a lot of people have done before. It's called tree pose. So to start on the right side, we're going to bring our weight into our left standing leg. And we're going to inhale the foot, either keeping the right foot planted on the mat or bringing it to the ankle or to the inner thigh. You want to avoid your knee because that could lead to damaging the joint, which we don't want. So come to any point on your leg but the knee. Inhaling the palms to heart center. Inhale, inhaling up, growing your branches, whichever variation. You can do goalposts. You can bring them overhead, kind of like a ballerina. Bring your palms together at the top. Whichever one you want to do. Just making sure to breathe and focus on one point. Focusing on one point will help you to bounce, and in yoga it's called a drishti. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down. Breathing in, breathing out, releasing everything down. All right, then on inhale, we're going to take our weight into our right standing leg. And same as the other side, you can either keep the foot on the mat, you can bring it to the ankle, or you can bring it to the inner thigh, just not on the, what am I blanking? Not on the knee. So inhaling on center, exhaling, inhaling in, exhaling, focusing on a drishti or gaze point. Inhaling up, growing your branches, taking an arm variation, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down, breathing in, breathing out, release. All right, so we're going to do a few more poses before we come into rest. So we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. So coming onto the mat, come into tabletop, and then lifting up into downward facing dog. On an inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up and bring it in to the top of your mat, coming into pigeon. For pigeon, you're going to want your foot to kind of, if you're not very flexible, it's going to be coming in more horizontally, or is that, no, diagonally. I don't know directions. Otherwise, you're going to want to try to make it parallel to the front of your mat, but not everyone, including me, is that flexible. So you're just going to come into whichever way is comfortable for you. You're going to come onto the top of your foot, and then you can bring your palms to the mat, stay upwards, or you can exhale, bringing your arms to the mat and your forehead to the mat. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Inhale in, making sure to keep some aliveness in the feet. Exhaling out. Inhale in, feeling the stretch through your thigh and your hip. Exhaling out. Inhale in, melting into your mat. Exhale. And inhaling in, pressing into the palms to rise back up. And then pressing into the palms and stepping the foot back to meet the left. Inhaling the right leg up again and bending through the knee. Maybe doing some hip circles, going in one direction and in the opposite direction. And exhaling, bringing the foot down to the mat. Inhaling the left leg up. Exhale, drawing it towards the top of the mat, coming into half pigeon on the left side. So again, the top of your foot is going to be pressing into the mat, and your leg is going to be towards the front of your mat. So you can either bring the palms to the mat and stay lifted, or on your exhale, you can bring your arms to the mat and your face to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, relaxing through the shoulders. Breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, feeling that great stretch through your leg and your hip. And then on an inhale, planting the palms and rising back up. And exhaling, taking the left leg back to meet the right, coming into downward facing dog. And on an inhale, we're going to raise the left leg up and then bending in the knee. And you can inhale and exhale, doing some hip circles, going one direction, then going the opposite direction. Then on an inhale, come to stillness. Exhale, have your left foot right dog. And on an inhale, we're going to bring our feet up to the top of our mat. And we're going to come into bridge pose. So for bridge pose, we're going to take our back to the mat. And we're going to plant the feet into the mat. Then we're going to inhale the hips up. And you can either clasp the fingers or you can keep your palms planted on the mat. But you're going to lift up through the hips, bring the shoulder blades together, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, lifting up a bit more, Breathing out. In, trying to imagine that you're squeezing something in between your legs so that they're not drawing apart, that they're drawing together. Then exhaling, dropping down. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, coming into bridge pose again, lifting up through the hips. Exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Gaze at the ceiling or at your chest. Breathing in, and breathing out, releasing down to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out, giving yourself a little break before the next bridge. Breathing in and breathing out. So for the next one, you can either do bridge or you can lift up into wheel. So for wheel, you would take your palms next to your ears, right next to your head, and then you would put your weight into your palms and lift up through your hips, pressing into your feet, coming into kind of like a half wheel shape. Breathing in and breathing out. 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 And releasing it back down to the mat, either your bridge or your wheel. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, bringing your knees and thighs into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side slightly to massage the back. Breathing and just being grateful in the moment for what we have and for being alive. I know times right now are kind of tough, but just trying to make what's the best of it and trying not to worry too much. Breathing in and breathing out. And on an exhale, we're going to, I'm going to shift forward a little bit, but we're going to bring our feet as wide as our mat, spreading out, coming to Shavasana or corpse pose. So for this, you can put your arms down, hands on the mat, whichever way is comfortable. And for me, what I like to do to get into a comfortable position for my feet is I like to move them back and forth really fast and then let go and just see where they end up. So inhaling in, exhaling. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling in, keeping the palms planted on the mat to ground or facing up to be receptive to new ideas, to new opportunities, new people, whichever variation you want, whichever is needed. Out, breathing in, maybe taking your hand to your heart and one to your belly, focusing on your breath. So breathing in, expansion in the lungs. Breathing out, contraction. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, contract. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, contract. So just trying to focus on your breath and being in the moment. Focusing on your breath, focusing on being present is what mindfulness is. And mindfulness is a huge component of yoga. attention. And yoga is actually what is done to set people up to sit for hours upon hours of meditation. And that's not to say that we're going to do that or that everyone who practices yoga does that, but that's how it was intended in the beginning. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, noticing if there's any tension being held in the body, and if there is, letting it go. Breathing in, maybe there's tension in your shoulders, so let that go. Breathing out. Breathing in, being mindful. Are you walking? Mindful of the neck? Maybe there's tension being held there. Breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing, focusing on being in the moment. Trying not to worry about your grocery list or what you have to do next or anything in the future. Just being here on your mat and being present. And being able to do this will really help you to be mindful and present in your day-to-day activities if you practice this. And mindfulness, like I said, can be practiced in your day-to-day activities. So you can practice mindfulness while you're washing your dishes or while you're doing your laundry or really anything that requires your undivided attention. Breathing in, expansion. Breathing out, contracting. Breathing in, breathing out. And breathing in and turning onto one of your sides, bending through the legs, your knees, coming down to the mat, resting your head. Breathing in and breathing out. And on an inhale, pressing into the palm, lifting up to a seated position, whichever seat is comfortable to you at the moment. So for me, I'm coming into a classic meditation pose, but you can be in any other seat that you would like. So breathing in, closing the eyes, exhaling, dropping the shoulders down. Inhaling the palms to heart center, exhaling out. Inhaling in, and maybe take a second to think of some things that you're grateful for. You know, there's a lot of things that we take for granted in life that a lot of people don't have, which we have, and we don't think these things enough, like water and food and air conditioning and heat and all the things that maybe not air conditioning and heat are not essential to life, but food and water are. So just thinking, what are some things that you're grateful for today? So breathing, taking a few more moments to ponder this thought. Breathing in, exhaling out. Breathing in, exhaling. And breathing in, bringing the palms up to your third eye or in between your brows. Breathing in, breathing out. The light and divine inside of me recognizes the light and divine in each and every one of you. I thank you for practicing with me, and I'm really grateful. Namaste. All right, the end. I hope you guys had a great practice, and for everyone who stuck around to watch with me, thank you. And I'll be doing this again next weekend. Bye.